All right, a little bit of health suggestions coming up. So I was just reading an article by an LA Times woman who went through breast cancer and I think died from it eventually, but tried for years and years to follow the protocols of the industry. And I've always felt this. Once you go intuitive, once you feel intuitive and directly, you trump, you get past the obfuscating disinformation about everything, whether it's cancer or spirituality or, military crap, all that, whatever the lies are, whatever the obfuscations are, the hidden veils. So with the medical system, basically this woman ends up saying, don't do the route I did with all that. Whenever I'd feel the giant breast cancer, the run for breast cancer and all that, they won't find a cure. 15, 20 years ago, Spirit showed me what cancer is. It showed me directly in your etheric body, your blueprint, your heavenly body, your inner body, your light body, your auric body, whatever you want to call it. We have a blueprint that is the exact shape, size. It's our heavenly body. It's our inner body, our energy body. That's why the first basic method that I use and that I share with people is the innerbodyawakening.com. And when I started working with it, again, there's nothing new under the sun. Shiva, the king of yogis, was, quote, the inventor of it or the describer of it. It's obviously to start being naturally in our energy body that heals us. When you actually feel your inner energy body, your heavenly body, this is the body that you, for most humans, when they pass into the fourth dimension or fifth dimension, they receive or recreate an energetic body that is there usually when they're young, because most of us are just want to be ageless. So it's mostly a young 25-year-old body that we recreate when we leave a particular incarnation. This is your eternal energy body, like a hologram. Like, imagine a hologram of your body. So that is the scaffolding, the architecture, the blueprint. Imagine a 3D hologram like in Star Wars of your body in the exact position as your physical body, except that it's holding a perfect blueprint. It's an idealized body. And this is why you heal. When you cut yourself, the body just refills the blueprint. It goes, okay, reflesh that. And what I was shown by years ago by Spirit was what cancer is a rip, a tear in your energy body. It has been so stressed, so suppressed, so repressed, or so made to like a beast of burden, your body, It's been made to hold emotional stress and spiritual stress to the point where it can't hold on anymore. It's like the body just rips in your energy body, and then there's no scaffolding, no blueprint for the cells to reattach to, or to fill in, like you're fixing a car, or you need a model, a blueprint that you want it to go back to. So then this hole in your energy body, the cells just multiply without a structure, without a lattice, without a blueprint for them to fill back in, and that's what creates cancer. It just goes kind of apeshit, and the cells multiply willy-nilly without structure, and they spread around. And it's because the emotional held back repression, or the body being made to hold or swallow so much energy, and we hold it down, we keep a lid on it. Your rage, your terror, your grief, your shame, usually, quote, the bad things, or even the glory. If you hold your glory away, when you fill yourself up with the toxicity, shame, grief, bad self-image, I suck, I'm a piece of shit, what's wrong with me, all those type of things, just other lifetime drama, trauma and karma, terrors, imprints, rape, murder, kill, the stuff that's been going on, or betrayals, or mind games that we as humans do to each other. When that stuff fills up your consciousness, your energy body, there's no room for the living water. There's no room for the chi, for the ruach, for the kundalini, for the qigong to fill you again. It's like you've stuffed your garage so full of shit that you can't get a new car. You can't get anything in there, right? So to release, to start feeling your inner energy body, to be in conscious, in touch with it, is the first step God showed me. This cancer thing is literally a rip, a tear in your multicolored dream coat, which is your auric field, and it's like a weak point, a hernia in your energy body. It just breaks, and it's like it toxifies the whole system, and it goes cancerous. So all this stuff for years I could feel whenever there's a giant march for breast cancer or whatever, I could just go, it's such a waste of money. It makes you feel good. It's a temporary high. We did something, you camaraderie, you'd walk with people, all that, but it's ripe for victimhood. On a subconscious level, it gets people to go, oh, look at all her attention. She had her breasts removed and now she gets all that attention. And on a deep level, look up Munchausen syndrome. Munchausen, Munchausen. And this is not just for mothers with young kids. It is also, we do it to ourselves. We're like, I like the attention, kind of thing. Allie, it's okay. So it becomes fraught with this. And also, of course, there's the profit motive to not solve cancer. They don't want to solve cancer. Raymond Rife and his optics machine was solving cancer according to the top medical experts in the country. I don't think when was it, in the 50s? Look it up, Raymond Rife, R-I-F-E, Raymond Rife, and how it was shut down. So the solution is from your soul. This woman's from LA Magazine or LA Times, it's just a quagmire. Mammograms actually cause the cancer. You get too many mammograms, they don't catch it, etc., etc. The normal story in any field. So if you want to see what's real, lead me from the unreal to the real. That shit's not going to help it. Even when they massage the statistics with chemotherapy, it's garbage. Even if people survive for 2 years, they die of something horrible side effect from it. It's all a fucking scam. As part of the whole thing coming apart, whether it's religious churchism or medical or the lawyers or the politics or all of it, at this time is going to burn through, like that shot of when they burn through the film they used to do in movies. Now it's all digital, of course. The burning through this film of the falseness is what's occurring on Earth all over. One of those is obviously about real or fake or unreal, not healing. So your inner body awakening, when I first started doing this with people, for example, I'll give you one. I have a client that called, and she had been going for years to therapy because half of her body had been turning stiff. It's all energy-based. We know that the first wordplay we ever had was dis-ease. So to remind us, it's all about when you're not still and know that I am God, knowing source, feeling the 0 points, the gravity black and white holes inside the centers of your chakras. If you're not going to the fountain of forever and ever eternal youth inside yourself, it doesn't matter how much you're moving the furniture around on the Titanic, your body's going to give out until we contact real source inside our own centers. The inner body awakening is the best thing to do that, period, in my view. Shiva came up with 108 techniques to reconnect humans after the original fall on Earth about 5 million years ago. As we measure time, time's flexible. time's circular, so forth. And then Eckhart Tolle mentions it briefly in his book, The Power of Now, Feeling Your Inner Energy Body. Why? Because it's such a simple, incredibly powerful method technique. When people come to me, it's almost like you have to learn to feel your energies before we do anything. Everybody goes, can I do the heart energy? Yeah, okay. If you know how to feel your inner energies. Otherwise, you're just going to be spinning in your head and making shit up. It's like channeling Zorat from the planet Astar. To be honest, it'll just get you tied up more. I'm joking, but you got to learn to discern. All the highfalutin crapola has to be grounded and real. Get real to heal. What is your seat? Your asana, fancy Sanskrit word for asana. Most people go, oh, it's the positions, and asana is a certain position in yoga. Okay, sort of. But it literally means comfortable seat, settled down in your bridge between heaven and earth, which is your hips, your muladhara, your rectum, your intestines, your sexuality. Unless that is healed and solid, you will not have a good physical experience and will create all kinds of horrible wake-up calls. Neuroses, Alzheimer's, I don't know, whatever, fibromyalgia, multiple sclerosis. That's all energy diseases, any autoimmune system. I'm not a doctor. These are my spiritual, personal opinions. But so one of the women I worked with early on, she said, we did one session where I took her into the inner body, and I said, now let's turn and face your body. Embrace it. Forgive it. Let's have a body talk here where we talk to your body. A week later, she wrote me back and said, Tobias, my doctor wants to talk to you. Her doctor she'd been going to for years, every week for super therapy treatments, trying to keep her body moving and alive, so it was going into stenosis, which basically means, in Swedish it means sten, means stone, stonosis, we're turning into stone. And I said, why? And she said, well, because he said, whatever you and I did, and she'd been going for 10 years to this doctor, every week, just an ongoing, permanent condition, the normal story. Of course it's not a permanent condition. As soon as you die, move from here, you have a brand new heavenly body. Well, you're carrying it with you right now. It's inside you. I have lost this tooth because it's an old root canal when I was under the illusion of being ill. So I'm going to Mexico tomorrow to fix that. Yeah, keeping me human. But at the time when this root canal, actually I'll tell that, when it was starting to happen, I could feel the pain. I was in poverty. There was no way. I couldn't even afford a dentist, And I would just put my tongue up there and just transmute, allow, let go of the energy. Not because of my particular thing, which I do, which I speak. I speak a little bit more honesty, a little more revealing than the normal obfuscated bullshit image consultant, public relations, factored in plausible denial, politico speak. I don't do that so much. So one of the points where my karma is also, because I've gotten killed in other lifetimes, necks chopped up, guillotine, sacrificed, for speaking too soon, It's the Christos thing, where we, kill the messenger, basically. Not comparing myself to Jesus. I'm a little baby awakener, of course. But anytime, whistleblowers tend to get hammered, like the Japanese say, the nail that sticks out gets the hammer. So other lifetimes I've gotten that, and I've seen some of those. I've been Pollyanna about, let's just share all the truth. I'm doing it this lifetime again. I'm sharing some of my truths, what I see and feel, obviously fairly openly. Why? Because I'm replaying this whole scenario to heal it. You have to revisit it to heal it sometimes, often, actually. So I've had neck attacks, and now this tooth, this thing I was releasing about 20 years ago, I would sit and just feel it and release the pain and transmute the energy. But eventually one day, my girlfriend looked at my tooth and said, wow, I can see the sun shining through your tooth and it's all black inside. And I go, oh, I don't know. I went to the dentist and he said, well, your nerve's gone. We need to do a root canal, So I did, which was, anyway. So at this time on earth, we are purging things, many things. It's not a sin to have shit go on with you. Cancer is a major awakener. It can be an incredible help to you, actually. But simple things like menopause. Menopause, it's a joke. I joke about it. It's a pause in your men. Take a break from men. Men, oh, pause. Hello, duh. So that you can give yourself your own energy, woman, goddess. And those heat flashes and hot flashes are obviously the Kundalini finally to come back, instead of giving the blood out every month and serving and living for everyone else and giving it away. I always giving it away. The mother's blood. Never mind the mother's milk. You know? Thanks, boys. Chili peppers, of course. No, now it's turning around, and that energy is going to stay inside you and go up your spine. And then women have been programmed and trained to go, oh, I hate the hot flashes. You should fucking love the hot flashes. That's your Kundalini, your massive life force trying to give you a second birth. On the back of my book, Listening to the Sun, look at Amazon, Listening to the Sun, Tobias Lars. The back of the book, I have a little tagline that said, what if, in parentheses, almost everything you've ever been told is a lie? Yes. Most of it is totally backwards. Your menopause, your hot flashes are there to help you wake up, get your power back. And this woman's LA writer, about her, I'll link it to this video. It's the post I just put on Facebook if you want to see it right now. She says basically there's a bunch of horse shit. 9 years of dealing with cancer treatments is torture. So this woman's doctor wants to talk to me because he says, what did you guys do? She's 50% healed. Her body is moving and fluid again. And I said, well, I didn't do anything except put her in contact with her natural inner energy body. 50% healing. Moving, fluid, body coming back to life. Now you have to change your thought patterns and the belief habits you have inside you, or you'll backslide off and right back into the condition, what condition your condition was in. This is why the miracles don't hold sometimes. Because unless you absorb and allow for the new paradigm that Spirit, your eternal own self, is trying to give to you, you'll backslide right back into it. Anyway, the foundational thing I work on with people, I hate the word work, that we play with, that we enjoy. It's a fucking orgasmic experience, feeling your inner energy body. Are you kidding me? It's unbelievable. So I highly recommend as a foundation, innerbodyawakening.com. Ancient Shiva technique, one of the 108 methods he came up with as mankind first fell from grace, as we disconnected ourselves from the natural 7, 9, 12, whatever you want to think of, 21 chakras that feed us eternally, the 0 points inside our chakras. Let me know if you guys want to do a full-on, and I will be doing it in the future as time permits. All those people that have ordered the inner body will re-practice it. We'll practice it together. You can't. It doesn't lie. The sun doesn't lie. You can't go, oh, I don't believe in the sun. Well, you're an idiot. Of course, it's right there. Your inner energy doesn't lie to you. It is what it is. You feel great and dissolved and blissed out, or you feel like shit, or the nervousness in my stomach, or my terror in my head. And the inner body is the first foundational method. It's basically Vipassana Buddhist meditation, along with actually embracing the body. Because for so long we've judged the body. We've made it a beast of burden. The flesh is weak. Even in yogic circles, the body is lesser. No. This time on earth, I spent many lifetimes as a yogi. It's about embracing the body and allowing it to be the divine temple that it really is. No real healing or holding will ever come till you re-accept fully your physical and the emotional bodies fully back into you. And this is going to turn out to be the ultimate gift that humans are actually giving to the galaxy, which is the emotionally awake body which is why we have so much trouble with it, because once we wake up to it, we're going to be the gods that masters tell us, don't you know you're gods? And the physical body, we're actually bringing it more base, more power. Now this is a huge thing. Hardly anybody on the planet has done it, ever. A few avatars here and there, and a few by accident devotees of Jesus, like St. Anthony, St. Francis, St. Teresa, and ayahuasquero shamans and so forth. A few humans have been able to fully allow back in the physicality. Well, I really suggest innerbodyawakening.com. I have it in 2 versions, just my voice talking, and I have there's a little gift here of helping you relax and really get it inside your body and sow the seeds. One's a music version, has some music, very nice, spa music in the background. That's somebody from Alaska, thank you very much, who helped me with years ago. I really appreciate you doing that. And so I recommend it, innerbodyawakening.com. More and more proof, of course. Read that article. Breast cancer is a giant fucking scam. It's horrible. It feeds on your wounds. And, of course we need to worship the love. The breasts are the love. It's what? They're right next to the heart. Hello? What are the breasts? They're love. They're giving love. Women, be honest about what it feels like when you breastfeed your babies. Be honest with the sensations. That's a sacred act. And women can't be really honest, that it's mixed with a sexual energy sometimes. Not the sex that you think of, it's all meant to be together, the sex and the love together. Not the fetish shit that it all turns into, you men lactating breasts and all that crapola. That can be stuck on a wheel. But to allow that back in, the real goddess femininity. Don't let your breasts be harvested by the cabals, by these horrible fucking things they're going to do to cut them off for you. I mean, it's horrible. Angelina Jolie cutting her breasts off. It's insane. This is love. It's like cutting love off. It's no different than the men. There's a concerted attack on natural God sexuality. God loves sex. God loves sex. Goddess loves sex. Sex is life. Life is sex. Hello? Duh. If you can't do sex, you don't create life. Or you do it through artificial transhumanism, which is horrible. Those little creepy gray aliens that are coming back in time. I've told you this before, 25 years ago, God showed me. They were coming in my room. And I said, what the fuck is this? They feel creepy as fuck. And I said, get out of here. And they do. You have the power, by the way, unless you have a soul agreement with them about being abducted and all that crap, and they're going to harvest your DNA. It's actually you're doing it because you agreed to it. 98% of the time. So natural sexuality, God loves sex, is the key. Keep it there. So same as men, completely everyone needs what? Viagra now all the time? Or, prostate cancer. That's the concerted attack on the life force in the male. And for the women, of course, the hysterectomy and the breasts being removed. And female problems, endometriosis and all that. And if you even suggest to a woman that the natural way of giving childbirth is meant to be orgasmic, look it up. Orgasmic childbirth. Look it up. So come out of this box, this shut-down box that the mainstream media and the occult mind control magic on the planet. Look it up. When I mentioned that once in front of Joy's daughters and one of their friends, they all went like deer in the headlights. They just went, you're a stupid male. What would you know about childbirth? Well, I probably know more than you, because I can feel more than you. I've been around for a while, And do you like giving birth in that kind of pain? Do you like the drama? It doesn't have to be. It can be pure ecstasy. Just like feeling your inner body, pure ecstasy, and you don't have to go through the cancer. But if you do, then the cancer will wake you up. The universe, in a sense, doesn't care how you decide to wake yourself up. Do you need the big fucking drama of cancer and this and that and accidents and emergencies? Emerge and seize. I'll emerge and see. That's why most people, after they've been through an emergency, they say, oh, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. It's okay if you do it through emergencies. I'm not that into it. I prefer an enjoyable highway or in my floating hot tub UFO on the way home to oneness. This is my preference. I want to enjoy it. In joy, not in pain. There's no, no pain, no gain. It has to be suffering, toil, and sweat. No. In our pleasure, we find our treasure. There's whole planets that woke up through sexuality. Venus is one of them. 2.3 billion years ago, they created a Logos Christos, meaning a awakened humanity. They're pretty human, much like us. Through sexuality, they awoke the whole planet, the vast, vast majority of every human on that planet, 2.3 billion years ago. Oh, Tobias, that's so far out wackadoodle shit. I gotta pay the bills and take my pills, all right? Stay there, do that. It's fine. Work it your way. I'm telling you, there's a better way. Inner body awakening. Get your energy moving. Let in our pleasure find the treasure. All right. There's 100 more hours of this stuff I could go on about, but enough for now. You can heal yourself. Your own inner energy, your inner pharmacy, your own inner energy, that's the trump card. All these fancy fucking machines and shit. There's a right time, of course, for allopathic medicine. Sure, if I break a leg or need my appendix out or something, or occasionally I need some serious morphine because I'm in major pain, absolutely. But for them to create ongoing health, you're barking up the wrong tree. You need to create your own health by feeling your inner energy body. Because it is that's why sleep heals you, because you're finally fucking shutting your mind off to the point where the body goes, okay, we have time to do maintenance now. Because the crazy lady up in the tower isn't screaming and schizophrenically talking to herself. That's your mind talk. Finally that stopped, so now we can go clean the house. Well, if you consciously learn to shut down the crazy lady in your head or the crazy dude screaming in his room up in your head, head case, headroom, spinning. Most of us think that's normal. It's not normal. Be still and know that I am God. That's normal in the universe. Earth currently is an aberration. It's an insane asylum of mind fuck, mind spinning. So you have to find a way to get out of your head and get down into the rest of the full spectrum human. Inner body awakening, biggest recommendation I have. The webcasts on Sundays, I'm going to promote them some here now because the Spirit's telling me to, and I want to. We work together. When you work with real Spirit God, it's whatever Spirit wants for you is what you really want. It's beautiful. There's no dichotomy. There's no dilemma, of that. So, courseofawakening.com, Sunday webinars, where we try to bathe ourselves some in this energy, but I really recommend the inner body for you, everybody. So you don't have to live through the horrible wake-up calls like cancer. All right, more later.